think I may have something here. What I had in mind to speak of next is to talk about autism and DIY, which stands for do it yourself. However, I'm having a light bulb inside my head turn on for possibly something else. I was just looking at some email of mine, and there's the foundation called NoCD or NOCD, that I've been interested in following them, and I get emails from them all the time, and I read up on a lot of things, and a lot of it's very resourceful and very helpful for sure. And I think it certainly contributes, especially to the classes I do once a week with Kaiser. They're pretty much the same kind of pointers and suggestions of how to handle anxiety or depression or and OCD, anything. But like, I noticed behind me that there's a bit of lighting, and so if it's too bright, I can always move to a different sofa. But anyways, what came to mind just now for me is the fear of failing. Now, I've been told before, not very often, when it's the kind of thing a topic that I'm just sensitive to, I avoid talking about it, or I used to. Some ways now I'm more open about it. For a while, I don't know. I wasn't even sure, or didn't even think it was the fear of failing that was keeping me or holding me back. Basically just, holding myself back. Sometimes, I don't know, maybe they're just fine where they're at, and it doesn't mean that they're failing to try other things. Perhaps they have tried things and they haven't given up about it or anything. It just sometimes there's just a pause, there's hiatus, and sometimes a lot of that. In my case, in my life, I've had a lot of hiatuses. And why I've chosen to have them, I don't know. I mean, I don't need anyone's approval, or I don't owe an explanation. I feel just and not to set my ego too much, but it's just true, especially when you come from a lifetime of being so hard on yourself, that it's like it sort of just really it really does not draw anybody or give them no intention to be hard on you, because they see how much or hard on me, or you or anybody who's had that same experience too, because I think they see it's just like, damn, this girl's just too hard on herself. I just wish she would cut myself some slack and just relax and just have fun somewhere for once, and for at least for a while. And I just have to go check something. I'll be right back. So yeah, to resume what I was mentioning, apparently now, as much as I convinced myself or tried to for a long time that it really isn't that. I've tried things, I've done things, I've challenged myself, and I've let people challenge me. I've how is that living in fear, kind of thing. Digging deep down, and I think it's just simply a suggestion to how would you say, parents, mostly parents or guardians of any kind. I don't know, if you feel that your offspring, if you feel that they're living in fear of failing or something, then best to somehow help them recognize that without actually saying, oh, you're living in fear and that's okay, and you don't have to, I wouldn't exactly say it like that. um that's just an example of how maybe I was taking in information before. um but I would say have your offspring, or have the person you're in care for, let them determine that for themselves. And one of the things I learned lately from these Kaiser classes, is to, let, when you're in a conversation with somebody and it becomes, you know, becomes an argument or so, or it just, because basically, just about everybody wants to be heard or so. And if you feel there's something that sounds incorrect or so, and you just want to tell them, at the same time, let them feel like they're an expert at themselves. So don't put that huge blanket on them saying, oh, this is the fear of failure that's stopping you. Maybe it is. Just let them know that that's normal. And but yeah, let them feel like they're in charge of themselves and that they can make their own decisions. Not something they have to DIY, do themselves, right? So yeah, fear of failing, that's very common, and it is a common thing for just really for anybody, right? Um, but I'm the type of person, I like to speak for myself and determine certain things and feel like I'm an expert like at myself, even if how would you say, important to, if there's something you're not recognizing and that somebody else does in you, or in somebody, if you recognize something in somebody else and you're figuring like how to tell them without offending them, or without, you know frightening them, like, or so, or yeah, just because I think it's pretty common that, I mean, who wants to be told that they somebody else knows you more than you know yourself? Who wants to be told that? But I'm just saying, there's other ways to talk about things and observe and address things. But that all depends on, what's going on in one's life, with their career, with, any type of work, or even just daily activities. And change in health is something I'd like to discuss next time as well, or maybe 2 blogs away from that. But like, I mean, change in some ways is good too. I think so. um I looked at this picture lately, um of this caterpillar, um looking up at a butterfly saying, you changed. And then the butterfly looks at the caterpillar with her wings, or his wings, either way, and says, we're supposed to. So yeah, if you have that extra skin that you're just trying to shed off, I mean, that is supposed to happen. um it just means one part of your life is done. And you just no longer are into that particular thing, and that's okay. However, if there's things, I don't know, that want to be redone or try again, that's fine too. Just at a different angle. Yeah, just with going in it with a different perspective, and just and a different kind of energy. So, anyways, that's pretty much it for now. I did tell these dogs I would walk them. So, anyways, have a great evening, wherever you are, and see you next time. Hi, it's me again the next day. I wanted to make a general reminder, and also I'm going to be repeating it every now and then, that this channel is not meant for diagnosing. I'm not a doctor or therapist, right? Again, just simply, just it's about this. I'll be speaking my perspective and experience, and gosh, I had all this. I had all this going in my mind while on a walk. So, shoot, be right back. Yeah, everybody works, perceives, and comprehends differently, and different things will, for different situations, will, be helpful, and we all have our own ways of manifesting, and just especially with our daily routines, we all get stressed, we all get we all get in a lot of ways, and also it's understandable too that you know some of us just prefer our own ways, and if there's anything that that was helping that is no longer helping, yeah, then definitely be open to other options. Reach out to a friend, reach out to your community or relative or therapist, if you feel your way is no longer serving you. Yeah, and so just wanted to throw that out there, and once again, see you next time. Bye.